Hi guys, so we're continuing on with our text adventure. I took a couple of days off from this, so I might get lost when I'm trying to find myself, but go with it, please. Last time I asked you to add stuff to the class, the character class, so that we can do stuff like pick locks, and we can also check, sneak, pick locks, other stuff like that you're going to need for your story. And I also said to think about combat and how we're going to create another class that's going to manage our combat. It's going to be like a referee almost. So let's start with the first part, doing the character class. But first, let's see what I need. So I'm going to add to my story. You enter the cave. Let's say inside there is a skeleton on an altar. Across the room there is a chest. Okay, now again, my story is going to be pretty rubbish, but it's just to give you an idea. Please be forgiving on the writing skills. Did I remember to? Yeah, I did. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to have our options. Now we could just list our options, but because of the other stuff, because of the class we created before, it's easier if we put them in a list. So we're going to say options equals, and let's say we can have leave the cave, I want it all to be small letters. Leave the cave. You could probably explain that in your instructions, but for mine, because I'm changing it to lowercase here, where is it? Check answer, and so I want it to be lowercase results. You can leave the cave. You can, let's say, disturb the skeleton. Inside there's a skeleton, we'll say with a key on its neck. Okay, disturb the skeleton, or we'll just say take the key, shall we? Take the key. Sneak to the chest. Oops. Sneak to the chest. Leave the cave, take the key, sneak to the chest. And we'll just say walk to the chest. Okay, so we've got our options in a list, and then what we can do is we can, oops, if I can get back to the start here. We can print, what would you like to do? And then we're going to use a for loop here, just to say for items in options, print, I'm going to say item, sorry. For item in options, print item. Okay, and then we want to use our checklist to check the answer. So we want to say answer. I can probably just copy this one here. We'll say answer equals self.answer, and we'll say what will you do? Oh, I'm going to change this one. So this one shouldn't say what will you do, this should say you can. What will you do? So the question is what will you do, and then the options are not going to be yes, no. The options are going to be options. And again, this one's just to check and make sure that whatever the answer is one of the items in our list. Oops. Okay, Then we're going to do our ifs for the story. Is that answer lined up right there? No. Okay, then we're going to do our if. So we're going to say if answer equals leave the cave, then leave the cave, then we're going to say print you don't have the book, so your master kills you. And then we're going to call self.dead. So again, this is the idea that we can keep on reusing all this stuff that we have. And then we're going to have an elif answer equals take the key and we're going to do, well, this is the one where we're going to end up fighting, so oops, print you take the key but the skeleton wakes up and attacks you. Okay, and we're going to come back to that one because that's going to be our combat. We're going to do that later on rather than do it now. Elif, what's our other option? Answer equals sneak to the chest. Okay, then, okay, this is the one where we're going to change our class to do. We'll say print. Well, let's just do it now so that we're clear. In fact, no, I'm just going to put in a print because I like to finish my structures and then fill in the blanks. It's just my own way, it's up to you. Sneak to the chest, use attempt to sneak to the chest. And then our final option, so I can just stick it as an else. It's kind of annoying, my thing's not lining up quite right. I must have put in a bad space somewhere. Else, print, you walk to the chest, so the skeleton attacks you. No, we say but skeleton. But the skeleton wakes and attacks you. Okay. And then later on I'm going to have potentially a pick lock thing as well. I don't know if I'll actually show you me writing it all out because you should be getting the idea by now. So maybe you can have like a section for the chest down there. But let's do this one here. So you attempt to sneak to the chest. And so what I want to do is I want to call my character, go to my character, and I'm going to give them a define sneak. Now, again, if you were doing like a multi-classed character, that is, you know, like a rogue or something, you could have different abilities up here or something like this, bonuses, and then you could do that here. I'm just going to do a simple random. So let's say RND equals random dot randint, and we're going to say 0 or 1. And we're going to say if RND equals 0, we say 0 is successful, return true, else return false. Oops, I've got a double one here. Okay, so now we have a sneak, and basically it's going to get a number between 0 and 1. If it's a 0, it will say true. If it's wrong, it will say false. So now in here, I can do, where's my sneak to the chest? Okay, you attempt to sneak to the chest, and then I want to do character, which is PC dot sneak, and I want to do it in an if statement. So if PC dot sneak, so if it's true, print you managed to sneak to the chest. Okay. It's very annoying. Else, oh dear, oh dear. Print when you try to sneak, the skeleton wakes up and attacks you. Okay, so let's just check and see if that's working at all, and we'll see if I've got any problems. Oops, I've made a silly mistake there. It should be a double equals. Did I do the same down here? No, okay. I did it here as well. That's terrible. Find self.cave. Okay, so I'm going to be Chris. Your master command, do you enter the cave? Yes. You enter the cave, inside there's a skeleton, you can leave, take the key, sneak to the chest, and I'm going to try and sneak to the chest. Oops, and we crashed. So that's not good. What did I do wrong? PC not defined. I forgot to put in self.pc. If self.pc. Try again. I don't know if we can go down a bit here. Hang on, I'm going to close this one and just run it from scratch here. There we go. Okay, name of the character, Chris. Do you enter the cave? Yes. And I want to sneak to the chest. Oh, chest. You attempt to sneak to the chest. You manage to sneak to the chest. Yay! Okay, so if they manage to sneak to the chest, then I'm going to have another class here. Define chest. Self. Print. You get to the chest. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have a list of options that they can do here. And again, you don't need to see that. So what we're going to focus on next time round is doing the combat. So how could we then have like a combat class where I can have my person fight the skeleton and see if they win. Okay, so try and have that working for next time round. Sorry for all the errors there. That was mainly because I took too much time away from doing this. But hopefully we'll probably finish in another video or two. Okay, any questions or complaints, let me know. Thanks.